So I would like to now call to the stage a previous winner of our Outstanding Individual Contribution and current Board Emeritus, Dulcie Gilmore, who will be giving our award for Outstanding Historic Theater. So Dulcie, where's Dulcie? Here she comes. Don't advance the slide until you're ready to reveal the winner. Either right away.
Slide. I'm going to do it probably pretty fast.
Okay.
So you can do it.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so privileged to be here in this beautiful city, in this beautiful theater, but I have another story to tell you. It's a Main Street story. In 1924, the York Theater in Elmhurst, Illinois, a sleepy little town of 14,000 people just outside of Chicago, came alive. Designed by Edward Behrens, it was about 1,700 seats, a single screen, and one of many of those kinds of theaters throughout the western suburbs and indeed throughout America. It was designed in a Spanish motif and became a beautiful neighborhood theater for thousands of people. In 1938, it was remodeled in an Art Deco style, both inside and out. By 1982, it had fallen on hard times, as had so many of these lovely little neighborhood theaters, and so had the downtown. In that year, Willis and Shirley Johnson of Classic Cinemas purchased the theater, an unlikely purchase at a time that I might say would have been the nadir of film exhibition, when the shopping center theaters were the norm. In a back-to-the-future style of management, they focused on making the theater beautiful and on making the service lovely, such a shock in those days. In 1981, they had the theater undergo extensive renovation, and they restored the Spanish motif to the interior and maintained the Art Deco exterior. It was a fantastic collaboration with the city, and the city of Elmhurst, who are so grateful to have Willis and Shirley there. With additional property acquisition over the years, they now have 10 screens at the York, all beautifully hidden behind the really original Main Street facades. 19 tenants, such as candy shops and a Starbucks, and 380,000 patrons annually. This is in a town now of 44,000 people. This is a remarkable story of the little engine that could. They have a wonderful operating philosophy that gives the patron the most wonderful experience of an organ, of a beautifully restored theater, of a wonderful and welcoming patron experience, and yet now shows first-run movies. In 2011, they received Landmark Illinois' Richard Driehaus Foundation Preservation Award for stewardship. This is a fantastic operation that has morphed into 13 theaters, 9 of which are historic, 104 screens, and 500 employees with state-of-the-art digital and state-of-the-art sound, state-of-the-art everything, but they never lost sight of old-fashioned hospitality. As Shirley Johnson said, we may own the theater, but it's their theater. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present the League of Historic American Theaters Outstanding Historic Theater Award to Willis and Shirley Johnson of Classic Cinemas.
you very much, Dulcie, for all the nice words. This has been, this is a homecoming for us. We belong to the league a long time back. In fact, it was very interesting this morning coming down the elevator. Although I didn't say anything at the time, Maureen Patton was in the elevator, and I can remember when I think we visited her theater in Galveston, as I recall it. But anyway, it's been, we've since that time, we have moved a little more in the direction of the THS, Theater Historical Society, which happens to be one of our tenants. Being part of the community is very important, and at the time, THS was, this was back in late 80s, was looking for a home. They were in the basement of a church in Chicago, and in Chicago, basements are prone to flooding, and the last place you need an archive is in a basement that floods. So the second floor of the York Theater had originally been designed according to the blueprints as a business school, and so it was it suited the Theater Historical Society, and have made it their home since that time. It's been great. We enjoy restoring theaters. As Dulcie said, we have done 9, and we really appreciate the information and all of the support that LHAT provides. We realize that your focus is not is much more towards performing arts than it is towards movies, but also the facilities themselves need to be saved. And the York is a great example of that, and it's a great partnership that we've had with the city of Elmhurst. I'm going to take maybe a little bit longer than I should, but in Elmhurst, they had the downtown was challenged, and they had recognized that the theater could hopefully provide a growth opportunity for our resurgence. And in a little bit unusual move, when we went to do the theater to just restore it and to add some screens to it, the budget came in at $1.1 million, and the best financing that we could find was for $700,000. And the city then stepped forward and gave us a second mortgage in the amount of $400,000 for a period of 10 years. But the part that made it really possible was that they did it at their bond rate, which saved us a tremendous amount of money. And we have had the opportunity to work with the city, as we have with other cities as well. But it's been a partnership, and that's really what it's all about, is working with the community and providing an opportunity. And we do a lot of community shows, as well, partnering with Elmhurst College and with our historical museum. And I think that a line, a community that works together, grows together. And it's been a great opportunity, and we thank you very much for recognizing us. Thank you.